There's finally hope in Old Trafford. Right now, Manchester United has the best defense in the Premier League. That's crazy, right? Do you think that the team who finished in the 6th position last season, conceded 57 goals and scored 57 goals, is now one of the best defending teams in the world? They only conceded 2 goals in their last 5 Premier League matches. Even shocking is the fact that they conceded fewer goals when playing against Liverpool and Arsenal than when they played against Brentford. Sure, they might have a rough start at the beginning of the season, losing 2-1 against Brighton at home and then 4-0 against Brentford away. They scored just 1 goal and conceded 6. It was disgraceful for a team like United, but right after that, they switched things around. So if you want to find out the secret to how Manchester United's defense alone will help them win titles, you've got to watch this video. We'll talk about everything related to United's amazing improvement in defense, from the signings they made, the intensity of the new training session, and the impact Erik ten Hag's decisions had on the team. Last season was very bad for Manchester United, and the defense was the main problem. A lot of goals were conceded, and the performance of the players was really awful. There was a lot of work to do, and it was not for any manager. Only the top coaches could do such a big improvement in such a short time. The Dutchman is the real deal. He gives a lot of importance to defense. He quickly identified the problems in the Red Devils' defense, the main one being the captain of the team, Harry Maguire. This guy is far away from justifying the high investment. United paid 80 million euros to Leicester. He was not performing well in Old Trafford, and his confidence went down very fast. This came to affect his teammates. You can see images of David De Gea arguing with his captain because he was not satisfied with Maguire's performance and his lack of leadership. He was also complaining of the poor quality of the back passes that often put De Gea in bad situations. When the goalkeeper talks to the captain like that, you know something is wrong. Right next to Maguire, there was another problem: the left back, Luke Shaw. Sure, the lad was one of England's most promising players when he was in Southampton, but he never really fulfilled that potential in Old Trafford. There was a bit of hope after seeing his amazing performances under the England national squad, just like Maguire, during the 2020 Euro competition, but they both were completely different players when they had the Red Devils shirt on. That's why Ten Hag signed Lisandro Martinez, whom he knows perfectly. He played 3 years in Ajax under the Dutch command, makes a great partnership with the French Raphael Varane, who signed from Real Madrid 1 year ago. United also signed Tyrell Malacia, and they did not go wrong there at all, because it was a very good signing. The coach Erik ten Hag knew him very well because he faced Malacia in the Eredivisie. The young 23-year-old left-back was quite cheap considering the talent and impact he has shown. United just paid 17 million euros to Feyenoord for this player, and he is now following the steps of Manchester United's legend Patrice Evra. They play in the same position and have quite a similar style. And on the other wing, the Portuguese right-back Diogo Dalot is also doing a great job. He might not be as good as Malacia defensively, but he is the same age as Malacia, so he has time to improve. On the other hand, he is a threat when he goes up the pitch. His speed and crossing are outstanding. He has even provided 1 assist this season already. We already mentioned his name, but that's not enough to say how important he has become. The fact that Manchester United can finally count on Raphael Varane has huge importance in this defensive situation. The Frenchman gives stability and trust to his teammates on the pitch. This guy won everything at Real Madrid when he learned from one of the best centre-backs in the world, Sergio Ramos. I mean, this guy's CV speaks for itself. And he's not like some of those players that have won a lot of trophies but spent the most time on the bench as a sub. No, that was not the case with Raphael Varane. He was always a key player in the starting 11, and sometimes he was even the captain. That shows how important he can be as a leader on the pitch. During the best years of United, Sir Alex Ferguson had a lot of players that could fulfill that role, especially defenders like Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic, Gary Neville, Patrice Evra, Roy Keane, Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs. What a team that was, right? And they had an amazing goalkeeper too. Edwin van der Sar was one of the best in the world. Last season, Manchester United looked a bit lost in some games. That's because they didn't have players like that to motivate the team and give them courage. Today, they can count on some players' leadership like Bruno Fernandes, Raphael Varane and Casemiro. So, There are a few secrets behind the new Manchester United defensive super effective style. One of them is the measures implemented by the Dutch coach Erik ten Hag. He teaches his players to be disciplined on the pitch, and the training sessions are on a completely different level than before. The players immediately notice the difference, telling that the intensity of the manager is helping them improve a lot, and they feel the results very quickly. The Dutchman is a master of tactics, and you can see how well he makes his team defend. The 4 players in defense must be always communicating with each other to be defending on a line to make the task difficult for the opponent strikers. Ten Hag definitely knows how to work and improve a team, and the answer is in these very same words: teamwork. If they continue to improve and play like that, they will have a big chance of winning the Premier League this season. Let us know in the comments if you think the Red Devils will be the English champions. There was also another big signing Manchester United made at the end of this summer transfer window, who's had a big impact on the defense. That is Real Madrid's ex-Brazilian defensive midfielder Casemiro. This is going to be the player who creates balance in the team by stopping the opponent's attacks and closing spaces. He will even act sometimes like a third centre-back because he has impressive stamina. He can do what Kante used to do in his golden days at Chelsea. Erik ten Hag's tactics are quite obvious. He likes fast defenders. Varane, Martinez and Lindelof all check that box, but Maguire doesn't. On the wings, players also must have a good pace, but not only for attacking, but they also have to be good defenders as well. We can see Diogo Dalot's progression in comparison to last season when he was way more comfortable attacking than defending. Today the Portuguese can do both things very well, just like Malacia. Manchester United can count on both of them for the next years to come, and we'll see them shining with their respective national teams as well. One thing we must say is that United has good defenders to play in the starting 11, but the solutions on the bench aren't that great. Let's see what Manchester United is going to do in the winter transfer window. They will probably sell Maguire and buy 1 or 2 defenders, but right now they can rely on good leaders such as Casemiro and Varane. These 2 guys know what it takes to win trophies. After all, they played together in Real Madrid and won the La Liga and the Champions League many times. They are the experienced players that Manchester United needed, and the young ones can also bring something else on the pitch like speed and technique. But the defenders aren't the only ones doing the defending work at United. All the other players have to help, even the forwards. Maybe that's why Cristiano Ronaldo is not playing much. That's another secret behind the successful clean sheet games United recently has been doing. Of course, De Gea is a very good goalkeeper, and it's easier for him if he can count on the whole team to defend when they lose the ball. And that's exactly what happens. There is an immediate reaction when a Red Devil loses the ball. You see all the players running back, even the wingers, to help defenders. So defense definitely wins titles. But it's not only about defenders. The whole team must have defending qualities. They will, without a doubt, be a very tough team to score against. Let's see how the Premier League top scorer Erling Haaland will perform against their city rivals. Watching a United game of the previous season is like watching a completely different team, especially in terms of defending. They used to concede goals almost every game. They lost 12 out of the 38 league games and drew 10 times. That's it about the secrets behind Manchester United's brilliant defense. Now, they have a wall in the back and it's very hard for the other team to score. If you want to know more about the changes in Old Trafford since Erik ten Hag came from Ajax, then you've got to watch our other video about how he turned the Manchester United team into a beast. You can support us with a like and subscribe, we would really appreciate it. See ya in the next video, guys.